This thing on? Yep, this thing is on. Welcome, everybody, to another Georgia Archery podcast. I'm your host, Big John Chandler, and this is where we talk about, well, anything and everything to do with archery in the state of Georgia and Georgia archers, wherever they may shoot. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. No guest tonight, so if you're watching, it's just me. Throw a hello in the comments. Tell me what's going on. How's the hunting season going? Tell me, are you warming up for indoor? Give me some hellos and how y'all doing. So there's a few of y'all getting started. This weekend, I went hunting. It's hunting season, so I went out and sat in the woods and had a great peace, calm, lovely sit in the woods. So I enjoy that very much, and it is a whole lot of just get away from everything and anything. So, yep. What's up there, Matthew? How's the world treating you? Matthew, you been shooting any deer? Got a few people looking over on Instagram. It's harder for me to see the comments on Instagram, but I want to say hello to everybody over there. Um, you know, Good to see everybody, getting them going. Yep, this weekend is not a lot went on this weekend. Did anybody watch some video from the collegiate 3D championships down in Foley? I'm telling you, I wish all archery events were like that. I wish all archery events were like that. That is the most fun to watch. If you've ever been there, you'll know what I'm talking about. We had some Georgians down there shooting, and from different, they all are different collegiate, colleges representing their college, and had a great time. So Eric says yes, it is the most. It is definitely the most fun shoot there is. Just to watch how they interact and how it happens. I wish all archery tournaments were like that. Don't you, Eric? Got to wet my whistle. Yeah, so this weekend, the collegiate, it's actually the first thing that collegiate does is 3D shoot. So they start off just barely getting back into school and warming up for 3D, and that's their first thing. So, yeah, in person is awesome. Yes, sir. You've told me that several times. That's the cool part about it. Yeah, so this weekend in nationals, and several Georgians was on the yeah, no golf claps. Uh, Several Georgians were down there representing their college, so congratulations for those guys that went down there and had a great time. It's getting bigger every year, so more and more and more archers are down there shooting. So I'm super pumped on that. Also this weekend on Saturday, the GAA had their state field up in Kennesaw. What up, Chuck? Good to see you. So I haven't seen any scores, so I can't tell you what how everybody did, but looked like they had a good group up there shooting on Saturday. If you want to know what I'm doing, I have to put my eyeballs on so I can read everybody's messages. So yeah, yeah, that'd be cool. Go down there and do a broadcast and interview like Georgia archers that are representing different. So they all got different shirts on because they're all in different colleges. That would be pretty cool. That would definitely be cool. So is that FIDA style? No, it's ASA style. So it's more ASA style for upper 12s, lower 12s, one arrow. So it's that type of, for collegiate, that's what they are doing. So it's not 2 arrows, whatever. And then they have team rounds and some other stuff. But that's what goes on there. Also, on Sunday, the GAA did have their FIDA state 3D tournament. That's 2 arrows, 24 targets, meters. But they had their event on Sunday. Like I said, I didn't get to see any scores, so I hope they had a good turnout. And that actually concludes the GAA shoots for the year. The 2025 season is now complete. We end up usually having a indoor tournament in December, but it's actually the kickoff for the 2026 season. So it's usually the 25-meter shoot in December, which actually starts off the 2026 season for GAA. So I haven't seen dates on stuff like that yet. They're working on that, just because they just finished here. And, hopefully they'll get together and figure out who's hosting what for next year. So, yeah, that was what was going on. There was some archery going on besides people shooting deer and, sitting in the woods and enjoying the peace and quiet. There's been a lot of talk on the internet. If you missed it, the ASA released their rules for the 2026 season. And there are some changes. There is a new class. There is some you must touch the stake rule. There's some, let's see, 18 inches on the front stabilizer rule for the 145 class. There's several little changes in there, so go by and read those rules. I did post those rules so that everybody could see them. And there's some spectator rules and some no coaching rules that were pretty much we talking about a little bit of anything, Jackson, a little bit of anything. We talking about a little bit of anything. A whole lot of everything. If you want to know who I'm talking to, I'm talking to people on Instagram that you don't see the chat over here. I'm trying to figure out how to get the Instagram chat to come into this program, but it's not working right now. So I have to click back and forth to look at it. So ASA launched their rules. Also, the Georgia S3DA set their full calendar. They added 2 shoots since the calendar actually come out, which is fine. It didn't hurt anything. It was in the middle of it wasn't like we extended the season or moved the season. So it was just they announced who was going to host outdoor. It'll be hosted over in Noonan. Velocity Archery is going to host that. And they also added a 3D regional to the list. So, and just so you know that the first indoor shoot is actually open for registration. So all you S3DA archers that are wanting to shoot that first event of the year, it is open, and it is the 15th of November is when that shoot is. So just putting it out there so people can get their calendars set and their stuff going. Also, Lancaster Archery Classic open registration. So if you're planning on go shoot that event, you can get out there and shoot that event. So. So yes, that was the spectator rule has been the biggest talk on the internet that I have seen because of how it reads. And, I think the reason that it was put there is because there's been people who have pushed the boundaries of the spectator rule, getting closer to the front stake, being real loud, distractive of other people, a big entourage following people. And so that gets a little aggravating sometimes. So I think that's why the rule got put in. So, yes, the Hoosier 690 registration is also open. So, yeah, lots of registrations are opening for a lot of different events. Also, if you're shooting the shootout series, the Chattahoochee version, which is the Georgia Alabama version, just some FYI, as of this morning or this afternoon, they have changed from a vertical target to a 3-spot target that's triangle. So, no more verticals, now 3 spots, triangle. So, that is the ruling that everybody wanted to go to, because U.S. Archery and Collegiate are all going to a triangle again. So, they want to stay in line with everybody else that's doing what there are. So if you've been practicing on a vertical for TSO, you might want to try shooting that triangle a few times just to make sure it's good to go. As a person who's hosting that event, I like the idea of the triangle, because if you shoot a single spot or you shoot a 3-spot, it doesn't matter. It takes up the same exact amount of space. If you shoot a single spot, it's a 47-meter square target. And if you shoot a vertical, then you have to sort of manipulate it. So I like the change. I'm not mad at the change at all. And it allows me to have, when you had verticals, you could have 3 people on a target. Now with the triangles, they're going to allow 4 people per bale. So that makes it a little more people can show up to shoot the event in one line. So a person who's hosting helps, But that was all announced today. Yeah, Chuck, you're going to give me a call. What up, Dean? Good to see you. Old Bear's in the house. So remember, there's a delay in some of this, so please excuse me if I don't see it till later. There is a delay in when I can react and when you can see it. So I apologize for that. But yeah, that's several things going, new things out there doing their thing. Registrations are open for a lot of different shoots. October is usually the time when everybody gets their bow out and starts, shooting some spots that they haven't been. They've been shooting hunting bows or whatever, but they sort of dig it out of and get the dust knocked off. And Olin said he'll get his schedule put together soon. Yes, I have added schedules as I have found them. Make sure you send it to me so I can get it on the calendar. If you know someone who's put a schedule out and you don't see it on the calendar, be sure to send me a copy of it, or point me in the right direction so I can read it and copy it. I know that Big Creek put out a schedule. I think Team On Point put out a schedule. Gainesville had put out a schedule. So I've seen schedules for several archery clubs for next year. So we're filling it up. Good dial-up internet. It's not dial-up. If it was dial-up, we wouldn't talk. It wouldn't work at all. Yes, Big Creek got their schedule up. Several people have gotten their schedules up. So get out there, and if you see somebody that's get their schedules going, Ace is working on a schedule as we speak, trying to get paperwork filled out to make sure the insurance and coverage is where it needs to be and property is where it needs to be. And that schedule will be out soon too. So, and then, yeah. Alicia, how you doing, girl? It's fine. It's no big deal. It's understandable. But yeah, did you sit and watch the parade? I saw them as they all rode by today. The homecoming parade was in Social Circle today, so all the football team and all the homecoming court and all that rode through the middle of town today. So I figured I seen you had to be watching. So yes, Ace is back, y'all. As soon as we get everything cleared with paperwork, all of that will be written out so we can figure out when, where, and how, and what. So that's the plan. going to put on several shoots this year and 3D shoots again. Finally, thank goodness. I miss it. I miss shooting it this close, and I get to go mainly on Sundays. So, yeah, Mason was there. Oh, y'all went on a date. Well, sometimes that's a good thing to go on a date. Everybody needs to go on a date sometimes. You come on down and see me. I got plenty of stuff to show you. And what's up there? Faith in Archery's in the house. What's up, Chuck? Good to see you. Yep. Get to watch the fair. It's definitely got a crowd of folks over there, doesn't it? Oh, got to have a little something to drink, wet my whistle. So anything good and interesting going on in the archery world? Last week I had on Wild Bill, and we talked about this gold tip bee stinger being acquired by Escalade Sports. I think that's going to be a good thing for for those companies. I really do. And Tim did a couple of podcasts or different, interviews, and he feels the same way. So he's got this happy thing going. So I hope that's a good thing in the archery world. So Bear released all of their products. Other companies are working on releasing their products very soon. So in the comments, if you're watching this now, I want you to post what you would like to see from what archery company. What would you like to see for the 2026 hunting bow, tournament bow, whatever you want to see? What company do you want to see, and what do you want to see them do? So if Matthews is your favorite, then you can yeah, they did have some changes. We talked about it. You missed that a minute ago. We did talk about their new rules are in the house, and it's definitely we pushed the pros back to the closer side, so that's a good. Hey, look, we're not going to kick you out because you're from South Carolina. Come on in and join with us. We're just having a good time. We talk archery from the state of Georgia and all the different things. You come across the line and shoot. Some of those events are right there. Just not hop, skip, and a jump from you probably. So you can always come in and hang out. Everybody's welcome. But yeah, we talked about the ASA thing. We talked about that. But yeah, in the comments below, post what bow company you want to see Hoyt to get rid of shims. Hey, you're not the first person to say that, and you're not going to be the last person to say that. Some companies have done real well with tunability. When Bear releases a bow that you can tune with some tuning specs on a $1,200, $1,250 bow, that tells you that it can be done. Peyton is in the house. Okay, Mr. Vroom. Man is in the house. Good to see you. Eric, I believe you same thing. I'm telling you. Shoot an elite. Shoot Elite Archery. Well, Elite Archery's got some new stuff coming down the pipeline that's going to be pretty different than, new changes, new bows, that kind of thing. They're working on some stuff as we speak to release their products. And they'll always, all the darn companies come up with new stuff all the time. So it's a good thing. So that's what archery is about, watching all the new stuff come out. Excuse me. So, who's going to go shoot Lancaster since it opened? I know that some folks will sign up and go. Hoosier, let's see. If you hadn't signed up for the Rumble yet, it's open. ASA rules. So that means ASA is a lot closer. They have all their dates set, and I hope everybody's booked their rooms because it's going to get fill up fast like it always does. If you're shooting S3DA, now you have a full calendar to add to your list so you'll know which one's what and where to go and how to do. You can register all of that on the Sport 80 webpage. and most of the clubs are starting to get going and have meetings and have some practicing, and they'll be ready. So, what up, there, Buster? Good to see you there, Mr. Marshall. All booked. Eric, you just keep working, son. You got to keep paying all them entry fees. I'm just gonna throw mine in there and let you pay for mine too. Don't nobody will know. You won't ever notice it. But yeah, so that's what's going on in the archery world right now. This weekend, Youth Firearms and Muzzleloader opens for deer hunting. So that tells all of the bow hunters out there, if you've been hunting, you need to wear some orange. If you didn't go this past weekend where it was a blow a doe's day, heads off day weekend, and you didn't wear your orange, make sure you dig your orange out of your bag and make sure you put it on, because Youth Firearms and Muzzleloader is started up. So, excuse me. Oh yeah. Yeah, that championship division ain't no joke. There's no doubt about it. Uh, Alicia took a whole good bunch of girls out hunting, and several of them got their first deer. So congratulations on that, Alicia. That was pretty cool. I saw some pictures. That Artemis hunts is pretty cool with the ladies shooting their first deer. That's awesome. Pink, Buster, you need a pink. You need it pink. I got a pink one hanging in the shop. Come on down and shoot it. I got a pink Elite hanging in the shop. It's not really pink. It's the whatever they call it, raspberry something. Not the black cherry, but the other color. So, but you're shooting a darting, aren't you, there, Buster? Yep, yep, yep. Anything good and interesting going on? We're gonna run this thing real fast here. No, I don't have a guest. I hit the spots I want to talk about. I will say that I did read the ASA rules. If in case you don't know, pro is back to 50. Can't wear. You can wear pink bow. You're right. Now you can wear pink bow hunting. Yeah, yep. Or gun hunting. So. Mine is orange, has been orange, and I'm not going to buy a pink one just because I can shoot pink. I'm going to wear an orange. But the, yes, the sequel 35. I know that, and you've been pounding with it, so that's awesome. So, yes, sir. But Alicia had those girls shooting, and that was good. Like I said, I did read the rules. So the known pro is back to 50. They pulled them from 60 back to 50. I think that's just easier for them to set ranges more than anything else. I don't think the scores moved. The top shooters didn't change much. So I don't know that it proved that it was going to be better or worse. The spectator thing, like I said, that has been the biggest talk. I will say, touch the stake. When I shot ASA a million years ago, that was the rule. And then all of a sudden they added a rule that says, hey, you can straddle the stake. Well, that was new to me. I always had to put my foot on it. So we will have to put our foot back on it again. No more wearing Crocs. Well, Crocs are out. Well, Crocs have been out in most places anyway. But it does say Crocs with holes. So I guess if you have some nursing shoes that are like Crocs that don't have holes, they would be okay. Don, how was the Kennesaw this weekend. You judged up there. Did y'all have a great time? I didn't see any scores, so I don't know. I mentioned it first thing about who was shot this past weekend, so but I just didn't have any scores. Y'all have a good time? I hope y'all had a good time. Clicking back over here to see who's over there watching on the Instagrams. Great archers, some new state records. I think that's awesome. That's good. I just didn't get a chance to see any scores yet, so I didn't know. So lots of fun. Well, archery is lots of fun, Dawn. You know that. No matter what you're doing, it's a whole lot of fun. So I bought me a 62-pound bow, and we'll see if Dawn will let me slide through when we go through inspection. She said, no, 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 no. All right. It's getting quiet in here. But yeah, I think the archery world, I think the archery world is definitely sitting on this weird place right now, like it is every year about October, when there we go, we're gonna be having a baby, the beginning of the year, but still hoping to make Lancaster. I hear you, Jesse. Congratulations on the new baby. I guess I'll see you not this weekend, but next weekend for sure, shooting a triangle. If you missed it, we will be shooting triangles for TSO. I saw that score you put up at league night the other day. That was pretty good. Good shooting, buddy. Change it to 50-pound limbs and see what everybody does. Woo, son. You misjudge with 50-pound limbs, you got a bad day, son. Bad day. Yeah, can you imagine? 50-pound limbs and see how everybody really does. That'd be something else. Well, just done it since doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means you haven't done it again yet. You know? It it happens. Yeah, you'll have it ready by then for sure. Get that triangle going. You'll be knocking it out the park. You're gonna, if you haven't been to the range, people who are coming, now we have bleachers, not chairs, and it's painted, so it looks new. And I have no targets on the wall yet, so. So yes, that was if you're shooting U.S. Archery Nationals, Hattiesburg is almost the same distance for some. Depends on what part of the state you're in. To Newberry, and Newberry closes out real fast. So if you're planning on shooting that, you probably could register. So, what does Eric say? Well, them 60s down and even up with those ladies and those kids. It definitely would make an even more even playing field for sure. So that's where you're going, is Hattiesburg, sir, to shoot the U.S. Nationals. That's awesome. The pictures I saw was a nice facility over there. So Jesse, I know when are you due? When is baby due? I don't know exactly what month. I mean, you've been due at the end of January, 1st of February, right at the Lancaster time, or you got a little bit there. Okay, well, all right. That'll be early in January. Maybe everything will get back to normal and somebody will sleep a little bit. So you just driving one way and then driving a little ways back. I got you, Eric. Got to plan that how you want it? Not going to make the Rumble. I understand. Most definitely wouldn't make the Rumble. But hey, babies are important. We love them to death. So let's see. I want to thank everybody for watching and doing and keeping this thing going. I know that when I don't have a guest, I have to sort of play off of everybody, so it doesn't go as it's not as much fun to watch listening to me just talk to myself. But I still want to make sure we get this information out there, and I want everybody to see and do what's going on. So let's see if this is going to work here. All right, so be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You can find us on all the social media platforms. We're everywhere and anywhere that there's social media, probably. Instagram, TikToks, X, Facebook, Snappy Chats, and YouTube. If you're listening to this on an audio version on your favorite audio podcast, be sure to leave a comment that says, "Hey, I heard you here." That helps people know that you're listening to it. We're on all the major platforms. Now that YouTube has combined all their stuff, they don't call it Google no more. And then we're on Spotify and we're on Apple. So find us there. You can find all this information that I talk about on all the different shoots and stuff that's going on the website, www.georgearchery.com. There is a calendar page. You can click it and see what's on the calendar and find a shoot that you want to go to for that weekend. If you have a free weekend, if you know of a shoot that's not on there and you want to see it on there, you can send me an email at info@georgearchery.com. And that way I can put it on and get it up and going. If there's some information that you want me to talk about, things that are going on in the state that have to do with archery or a tournament or a league or whatever, tell me about it. We'll talk about it and I'll promote it up. If you want to talk about your favorite archery shop, please tell me what it is, where it is, and how it is. We're going to add it to a list of archery shops. You can find that list on the web page. Also, there's a list of archery clubs on that web page, so you can find the closest club to you and see if you can go volunteer, help them out, set targets, do whatever, that type of thing. That's what we, as growing the sport of archery, that's what we want to do. If you it has all the ASA clubs on it right now, and then I'll have an S3DA link. S3DA has a web page. You can find it, and it has a list of clubs. They have some new clubs this year, so that's pretty cool. And, that's how you find us and how you can be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And in the comments below, tell me what you want to see in the archery world that's coming, what your hope is coming for a new bow, new release, new whatever. So just leave a comment in the below this audio or this video. But I got a comment. I missed it. Let's see. The fun shoot on the 25th. Yes, you mean the Halloween shoot? Yes, we are still having our Halloween shoot. It's on the calendar. So yes, we are still having that shoot. Foxhole is moving. Well, I didn't know that until you just told me that. So I don't need. I'll need that information to add to the list of shops and places that are around. So, who's your favorite place? Let me tell you a secret. There's an archery company in the state of Georgia that makes releases, sights, some arrows. That just got a big old shipment of CNC machines. UltraView just received two big, ginormous Haas CNC machines so that they can start manufacturing their products in-house. So that's archery news, and it's archery news in the state of Georgia. So that was pretty cool. That I'm hoping that I can get Kobe to come on and tell me all about it here shortly. That's what we're working on. That maybe I can get him to come in and tell us all about what his this new adventure, because that ain't no cheap adventure. Haas CNC machines are not cheap at all. So, and that'll be good. So, I think that's cool that they're going to try to build stuff in-house. You can control it better. You can control quality control better. You get to run it. You get to make it. You get to know if it's good or bad from the get-go. So that's pretty cool. If there's somebody you would like me to interview, like somebody that's been, that you want to hear from in the state of Georgia that you haven't talked to, send me a message, info at georgiaarchery.com. Tell me who you want to, and I'll see if I can reach out to them and get them on the show. So when all the new stuff starts releasing, I'm hoping that I can have a couple of the reps come on and just talk about their products. So that'll be cool. But all right, so Troy, the Halloween shoot is going to be either a 3-spot or a single spot 3-arrow tournament. Just so you know, it's in the dark. And the targets glow. So we play music, have fun. But yes, it's 3-spot, single spot, 10-round Halloween fun shoot. Good to see you, Troy. I hadn't talked to you in a while. I hope everything's going well. It will not be a 3-spot as what you're used to seeing 3-spot. Billy's so busy during the busy season. It's hard for me to get him to come out and shoot very well in the dark. It's hard for him, not that it's hard for him. I've had him on before, and we can have him on again. That would be great. He's a cut up in himself. So you're right. Billy's a good guy. Yeah. So it'll be a Halloween type face. Last year we had, I think it was jack-o'-lanterns that were in 3 spots. This year it may be skulls. I don't know what it is yet. The target hadn't got here yet. So when the target gets here, I'll know which one it is. But yeah. Well, I think that about covers everything that I know about. And a good 40 minutes of chatting and looking at me and, trying to get the information out. Like I said, if you know something that you want me to talk about or do, send me a message. That's the best way to do it. Dude, take someone, teach them how to shoot a bow. It will last them a lifetime. What up, JB? Yes. Have I been saddle hunting? Actually, this past weekend, I sat in a regular stand. I did not sit in a saddle. I sat in a regular stand so that my daughter could sit in a stand, and so she could have a chance to shoot a deer. So, have not been in the saddle lately. I sat in a regular stand, but I've been hunting, so just the same. But it's fun. It's peace and quiet. I don't care what you do. 20 foot closer to the man upstairs. It makes it a whole lot more fun to turn the TV off and the hustle and bustle of the world and just watch the world wake up or watch the world go to sleep. Did you get in it? Did you get one? What are you thinking? That's just awesome. I'm glad that you did. See, JB and Troy are having a conversation too because everybody sees everybody. That's the cool part. I try to put this up so people can see what everybody else is saying because I'll miss one in a heartbeat when people are talking, for sure. Uh, got a few people over there on Instagram still, just be clicking in, clicking out, and watching it and see what's going on. A lot of them just see my ugly face and get on out of there. But some of them put it off and they start watching it. Like they just set it off to the side and listen as they're doing other things. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm hoping you enjoy that saddle hunting thing because it's like no other. JB, you're on their way for sure. You need to borrow his saw, his big saw. That was interesting to shoot through for sure. So, well, anyway, that's about it. That's all I got to do. I want to tell everybody: take somebody, teach them how to shoot a bow. It will last them a lifetime. It'll also give you somebody to shoot with, hang out with, and have some fun. But I don't know if I taught a bunch of people, but I've tried to help everybody I can for sure. Yep. It is definitely fun. Hooked on saddle hunting. There's old Wild Bill's got his schedule posted. Yep, getting their schedule posted. I posted up that you are going to happen again there, Bill Reagan. That you're going again. I posted that. I'm so happy that you are. I know you had to struggle with it. So please get out there and support your local archery clubs. They can't do it by themselves. And if you're the only one that shows up, they're not going to keep doing it. If the only one person shows up, it ain't worth it for all that time and effort that they put in. They can just shoot them out there on weekends and have some fun for themselves. Also, they could go somewhere else and shoot. So if you're close to any one of these archery shops, our archery clubs, please go out there and talk to them and say, hey, what can I do to help you? When is your cleanup day? When are you setting targets? What can I do to make your shop, your shoot better for us? And then everybody get out there and help everybody, and we can grow this sport for sure. Yes, and it is on my calendar, JB. I've already added your dates. Yes, sir, I have. It is on the Georgia Archery calendar. So everybody's dates are starting to get there. But I've tried to close this out a few times and everybody keeps chatting, which is fun. I love everybody. That saw blade is definitely still have a saw blade. Go on and borrow that saw blade, JB. Tell me you want to borrow that saw blade for a shoot one time. That is the most fun to shoot through that thing. It's just funny, cute, painted up. It was pretty cool. So anyway, like I said before, teach somebody how to shoot a bow. It'll give you a partner to shoot with, and it will last them a lifetime. because you can shoot a bow from the time you're old enough to draw it back till the time you're old enough to sit in a chair and rocking chair and talk about old times. Archery is forever, and we appreciate each and one of y'all doing that. And we appreciate everybody that's out there, trying to grow this sport. And if you have some information you want us to talk about, just let us know. Until next time, y'all know who it is. I'm Big John, and we'll definitely see y'all.